everyone. Hello, guys. Happy Monday. And another unexpected live video. Today, I'm going to be answering one of the most popular questions I've received so far on my channel via the emails and messages over the course of, I don't know, maybe last couple of months. And that is, what do Ukrainian women mean when they are in a relationship with you? You tell them about your feelings and they listen to you, but before they even say anything back, they ask you to prove it. So what that all means, what's behind that statement? So before I start, guys, I want to welcome everybody. I see some people in the room, and it's always nice to have people, even if I did not announce much. Life has been pretty hectic, so I do not have that much time. Or I cannot rely on when I can do next live. Hey, Dave, great to see you, man. Awesome. So it's always good to be here. As you guys notice, I'm changing my format. I'm having a lot more live videos. So welcome and feel free to share your thoughts. And I'd like to start with where are the roots of the prove it, what it means, what behind it, and let's start from a situation. For example, you met a lady and you pursued her for a while and she seems to be responding and things are going well, and then she's kind of changing her attitude a little bit. She's almost like she's waiting for something. And I believe in long distance, that is one of these sensitive issues because you cannot do, obviously, the things that normal couples do. You can't cuddle at night, you can't go to dinner together because you're basically living in the different sides of the world. And so, one of the things is the woman, the lady, or the man, it could be similar, but in this situation the woman expecting the lead. So she needs to know that you are taking action and that you're for real, and that she isn't just refusing everybody else in her life. uh, by refusing, I mean kind of rejecting. So let's say she's with you and you haven't feelings and it's mutual. Guys, the main focus here, it's mutual, because unfortunately a lot of times it's not mutual, and that's why it's not moving forward. But let's say it's mutual and she showed you her loyalty, she showed you that she is willing to take this journey. um, so what happens when you do not move it forward? One of the things that she expects for you is initiative in a relationship, defined plans, define dates when you meet, but also some future planning. So the phrase prove it, it means that take action to show me that you're serious. Doesn't mean prove it with words. A lot of times it means prove it with intention that's followed up by action. For example, if you know it's mutual, if you have feelings, a lot of times it means the proposal. In fact, my very first client, I don't know if he's watching me right now, my very first client that I consult, and I actually had not charged. um, well, just because I needed to be able to maybe build some feedback, and I offered him my help, and he was not sure. And then I reached out back to him, and I told him, "Listen, I won't even charge you. I have to help you." So that was his case. And if you're watching me right now, I'm saying hello because it's one of my very bright personalities that reach out to me. So what was the thing? Wonderful relationship, great chemistry, many interests, attraction on different level, truly full, beautiful connection between two people. But in a at some point the lady started to kind of fade and saying things like prove it or make some jokes. That was a little bit sarcastic, but what she meant by this was, okay, your romantic letters are great, our times together are great, but what's next? This wonderful gentleman wasn't in US. He was in a different country, also Western country, but not US. And so I told him exactly what he needed to do, and yeah, it's turned out to be right, and that was the next step. So where are we moving forward? That's basically was her question, but she didn't want to ask him, could you please propose? Like, could you please marry me? I mean, would not be awkward if she would ask that. But in Slavic culture, and I think not only Slavic, I think even in Western culture, ladies are kind of hoping that the guy, if he's serious, he will take a step and he will show, you know, his intention. So that was, it's actually one of my most inspiring stories, and it's one of my favorites because there were two beautiful people. This gentleman had incredible personality, and so as the lady, she was 100% real, genuine, authentic woman, beautiful in every way. But their relationship were on the verge of total breakup because he kept writing 10 pages love letters, and she was waiting, where's this all going? And basically, when Ukrainian woman tells you that prove it, she tells you, kind of hinting you, a lot of times it means simply one thing. You need to form the intentions, the way you see the relationship in a close future, and um, the follow up on that. So I want to tell you the opposite example as well. When things aren't, so bright and shiny and beautiful relationships get broken, this is when you keep the person in unknown. So sometimes you meet somebody and you do have deep connection on many level, not just sexual, not just emotional, not just mental, not just spiritual, but you have connection on very many levels. So you sometimes feel that you got it as a man. You feel like, well, I know this woman. She is uh, definitely in. I can feel her feeling. I can feel that she has feelings for me. We definitely connecting. But you might be, maybe you are a workaholic. Maybe you have a lot of things going on. Maybe you are the guy that's going through some difficulty in your life or changes. And so you kind of hoping that she will stay the same way. You do not give her the details, you do not give her the plans, you do not give her the dates, but you know her feelings are strong, so you kind of taking your time, and somehow you have confidence that she won't go away anywhere. That is, I would say, one of the most common mistakes that sometimes men do, because they take it as a constant that she will be the same. But the woman that is interested in a relationship, as much as she has feelings for you, if you do not have a way to show your intentions and to value her, and you do not show that you do afraid to lose her, it's not that you show the fear, but you show the intention. You show that she is valuable. And how do you show that she is valuable? You don't take her for granted. You don't think that she will think of nothing else but you. Even if your connection is 1 in a million, you don't want to put woman, your special woman you love, through pain by ignoring her, by maybe not answering. Yes, Bryce, that's exactly right. You need to strike while the iron is hot. It's 100% true. Sometimes we get complacent and we think, well, I will do this, I will do that, I will, maybe work on my career, maybe, whatever is going on in your life, and you think that things gonna stay the same, and meanwhile you're gonna fix couple things, and she won't go nowhere. Double negative, like in Russian. But let me disappoint you, because she will try to connect with you, and if you won't give you the signal, the reassurance, it doesn't mean that she's insecure. She just want to have a reassurance. She doesn't want to be the relationship leader or pusher, or tell you like what you need to do. But the point is, you gotta give you gotta show that intention, because she will, if she see no consistency from you, she will start doubting. And then, that feeling of when you are in a limbo, when you are in between, and maybe you have other, you know I almost said million, but maybe not million, but maybe you have many other possibilities, and many other offers, and many other men want to take you out. And she feels um heartbroken and torn, because she doesn't want to be involved with anybody else. She's waiting for you, and you really letting her down. So you can't put feelings on hold, and the high value woman waits for nobody. If you promised, it takes you too long, um, you do not take action, you don't have consistency. So you kind of giving mixed signals. You really might be, she might be all about you, but it's gonna be another guy that will show up out of nowhere and sweep her off your feet, because she is ready for love. She's ready for a relationship. And if she's a real woman, if she's the kind of the gold digger type, if she is a player, yeah, she'll be totally fine. But when she's a real woman, she will feel, why do I shrink when I think about this guy? Why I don't know whether he will pick up the phone or not. I don't have any particular time, that I talk to him. I don't know where this is going, and he is in my heart, he is in my soul, but I need it's have to be a mutual connection. It has to be mutual effort. So that is one of those things where, oh, this is nice, Bryce. Yes, Bryce is saying, just a minute, saying about make you feel that she's included in your future plans. That is a very good point. Um, make you feel that she is included in your future plans, and make sure it's true for you. Don't just tell her that to say, but definitely make sure that you saying the truth, and reassure her any way you can. And it's a lot harder when you are in long distance, but when you're in a long distance, she can't see you, feel you, touch you, but also you're inconsistent with staying in touch. uh that does a number on a relationship. And even the strongest feelings will die. It's same with a garden, you know, like you can have the most beautiful flowers. By the way, I have some. I'm gonna try to show you guys. Yeah, you can have the most, you can have the most beautiful flowers, but if they have no sun, if they have no good soil, no good rain, eventually they will die. It doesn't matter how beautiful they were. So Ukrainian women, Russian, Slavic women, especially, like when you can take a decision, you know, when you can be a leader, and um, that's what they expect from you. If you're not sure, you have to be honest about it. By any meaning, guys, I encourage you to be a liar and, you know, to tell a lady that, yes, you know, um, I want to do these things, I'm including you in the plans, but it's not real. So what I'm encouraging you guys to do is to get real as it gets. And you know, we want man once again to be the man. We believe you guys to be leaders, because what's kind of fun is that to be a leader, it's like being when it's your initiative. No, well, even if the woman has initiative in a relationship, just between me and you guys, she kind of does it behind the scenes. Like it's not obvious. Like she accidentally, you know, drops her purse, you know, or she accidentally, you know, needs to use your um, help. You know, when she can perfectly help herself, but she will place that she needs your help. But it's not a bad thing. It means that she shows you, hey, I have a place for you in my life, and you making a difference, and you making an impact, and do some more, do some more. And sometimes I'm guilty of this too. Sometimes I step too much into my masculine energy, and it's no good place for a relationship, you know. We do need to inspire you guys with a feminine energy. So that is one of the most beautiful things. And right now, guys, my camera is about to fall, and I'm about to see your comments. Okay, camera is not falling yet. Travel Charlie is saying, just want to say, love your show. Thank you, Travel Charlie. And advice. So, only 8 days till I fly into Kiev. You give me face in my relationship with the girl I'm seeing there. Well, Travel Charlie, that's about when time we are coming to Kiev too. So I hope your relationship will work out well. Feel free to shoot me an email on consultveronika@gmail.com. I will post it after the live is done. So let us know how it goes. Cause we're gonna be we flying next. I'm flying next Tuesday, and guys are flying in on Friday. Officially, we're starting the tour on Saturday. So yeah, keep me updated. It's awesome. It would be nice to see. You know, maybe we can. There are a couple other peoples that are flying to Ukraine at the same time, so we might have some coffee or walk in a park or something like that. You know, our life is gonna be like walk in a park. Oh, you flying Tuesday too? Awesome. Yeah, boy, it's like time is tick 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 going real fast. Guys, I also want to apologize. I have I'm many emails behind, and I just realized I have not answered some of you who send me messages to my website. It's actually best. You guys know my website, veronikaolson.com, but it's actually better if you send me a message to Gmail. I see it faster. Somehow my website does not inform me that there is a message. So I apologize. I received some somewhat urgent messages on my website. So please, especially when I'm in Ukraine, it's best if you use, if you would use my Gmail account, consultveronika@gmail.com, which I'll post below. And those of you who did write me to my website, I will copy your email and I will email you from mine. And I just want you to know, guys, I am just a human being that is trying to ready for a big trip because I'm staying there for months and a half. So it's getting tight. And then also, some of you, of course, want to jump in the train last minute. And I've been getting requests for my help. So I was trying to fulfill those requests first. I appreciate your trust. And I feel that, wow, there is definitely a need for this. So thank you guys for your trust. Thank you for booking time with me. Um, I Bryce, what do you mean while I'm relaxing at home? Because in Ukraine, I'm not gonna be relaxing. I'm gonna be working with people. Yeah, my son even told me that he gave up hope on having a real vacation ever because each time we are going somewhere, we are meeting subscribers. He's like, he told me one thing I will never experience with my mom is having a real vacation. When you sleep in, he said, when you sleep in till noon. Yeah. Hey, Bryce, I'm just kidding. It's nothing serious. I might be able to respond some messages when I'm stuck somewhere in Kiev traffic. But the best way to get a hold of me, it's send the email to consult Veronika or comment under the video. Let me read your comments, guys. Hey, Yelena. You Yelena is saying that she can be a leader by herself. Well, Yelena, we are almost all women can be leaders by themselves, but we don't want to be leaders in a relationship. I know very few women that wants to be a leader in a relationship. So thank you guys for the oh my gosh, thank you guys for the funny and awesome comments. Yes, I'm very passionate, Bryce. Otherwise, I wouldn't be about this topic. Also, otherwise, I wouldn't be here. I got stuff to do. Chuck is saying, I really think you need to become friends before lovers. Well, that's not always happening this way, but well, it's definitely nice to be friends as long as you don't get friend zoned. That's one of the things that sometimes, when a woman likes you, she definitely gives you the signs of interest. You don't want just you definitely want to be friends. You want to be somebody that you can trust, somebody you can share your interests, and it's absolutely you want to be friends. But it's not always happening. It's not doesn't always happen that way. There is no ideal recipe. There is no I know it all. Everybody has a unique pattern. And if there would be one universal recipe, everybody would be happy. So definitely you gotta look at your situation. But the point of this video was uh, Ukrainian, Russian, Slavic women appreciate the initiative. They appreciate when you given the direction to your relationship, when you take decisions, and when you guiding and you pursuing, and boy oh boy, we love to be chased. One of the most exciting things I have to confess, is the chase. Of course, we want to be chased by the guy we like because when we are chased by the guy we're not into, it's not that fun. But you want to chase the girl who wants to chase you too. She's just, so that's part of the magical recipe. So I'm just looking at the comments, guys. Hey, Hakeem. Hello. Good to see you all, guys. Oh my gosh, it's a funny advice travel. Charlie asked me. Let's see how we can address this. So he asked, how do you prepare for having a dinner with the girl's family when you speak minimal Russian? Any advice? She says, I'm very brave to go and follow through with the dinner. I think you just should relax. And they totally understand you. You don't speak the language. They probably not the English gurus themselves. I think yes, there is certain rules for etiquette. I have videos somewhere. You definitely want to bring something for dinner. You want to bring them some little gifts. That's just an etiquette, and you can ask your lady you're dating or you're in a relationship with. She will tell you what her parents like. There is definitely an etiquette of that, and it's not about getting things. It's just kind of a thing of being a gentleman and just have fun. Just have fun, meaning have a good time. Just have good attitude, and not try and kind of accept yourself and relax into the person you really are. Of course, being respectful, um, just trying to feel the atmosphere, what the atmosphere in the room, and prepare to turn language barriers and misunderstanding into a joke and just have a good time. And she will be on your side, she'll support you. um, it's somewhat butterflies in your stomach, it's somewhat I mean it's exciting, but they won't bite you. And what they want to see is that you treat their daughter well and that you are real, you're reliable. So they'll be like checking out your manners. But we can only stand on our toes for so long. All of us trying to make an impression when we meet new people. But the truth is, the closer we are who we really are, the more we accept in ourselves, the easier is to connect with other people. When we don't make too many artificial things and trying to impress them, when we just showing up as we are, just being thoughtful, and enjoy the ride. It's all one great adventure. Of course, you can ask your lady what her parents are into, so you can have a better conversation. But I think it's gonna be good because most of parents want to see their daughter happy. So, all right, guys, I have to go in just a few minutes. Okay, Hakim asked me, have you ever been interested in a man because you were enjoying the chase? Just a minute. It's disappearing. And lost him as a possible soulmate. I'm not sure what do you ask, Hakim. I would say the woman enjoys interested in a man when she likes him. Then the chase is fun. The chase is not fun if she is not into him. So she'll let you chase you. She will let you chase her, but she will give you signals here and there that she's into you too. But she just wants you to pursue. I don't think anybody ever lost the persons they were meant to be with. Sometimes we meet people for certain term in our life. I had some relationships in my life that were perfect for a certain period of time, and I know, they actually call it, um, There is a name. Polygamous monogamy. So when certain periods of your life you share with certain person and it has a purpose, but then that purpose could be over and you just move on. And you're lucky if your soulmate was the person that, you know, give you uh or you gave your great chase and you had a lot of fun and that's a person to the rest of your life. But I think that we all came here for experiences, and some people in this world, uh, married to their high school sweethearts and living happily ever after. Some people had several long-term relationships. Some people have many short-term. So there is no ideal situation. Is what makes you happy. Yes. So as long as you stick with who you really are, and we always learn in that process. But once again, she will give you a hint. Thank you, Charlie. I appreciate the kind tip, and please keep us updated how it's going. I hope it will go great. Maybe we even run into you somewhere downtown. But it's not as scary, okay? It's not as scary, Charlie. The things that you already have a dinner planned kind of tells you that they are open to meet you. So you just gotta show up. When you show up, it's like 50%. Hi Kim, you are very welcome. When the chase is the only thing somebody can offer you, yeah, that would be awkward. If the person chases you and then they stop chasing you and your interest lost, it means that you've never were into that person anyway. If somebody is and she were not into you, if you only have a chase and nothing behind it, yeah, but you just gotta observe. Guys, women show everything with their body language. They show everything um, with their emotions. Don't even need to listen sometimes what they say. We are a lot more emotional. It's funny when I try sometimes to somebody ask me a question and I try to lie about it. It looks so hilarious. Like somebody asked me about my feelings towards them or something else, and when I try to say something that is not true, it is so hilarious that both of us, wherever I am, would start laughing because it's obviously that I'm lying. So sometimes you don't want to reveal everything. So just observe our nonverbal and you will see a lot. If the woman tells you that she loves you, she cares about you, but she never reaches out to you, she never give you warmth, she never affectionate, that is such a lie. And Chuck said about friendship, yes, we absolutely need to develop friendship, but if she's not reaching out to you, she's not flirting with you, she's not trying to come close to you, she doesn't lean toward you, she doesn't try to get a kiss, even when you don't expect it, it's not gonna work because we attract to each other uh, on polarity basis. We don't want to have a body. Yes, I mean body, buddy. We want to have a lot more than that. And as much as I agree that common values, common interests are super important in a long run, but you have to be there should be passion. At least that's how I look at things. I think passionless relationships suck. For the lack of better word. I think passion is a great fuel. Yes, it might transform later into something more into depths and maybe stronger, but boy, you always want to have those memories, you know? Like it would be fun like when you get old, just kind of go back and like, life well lived. Hey Charlie, what city are you traveling from? Because we are flying from Detroit through, I think, Frankfurt. Um, hey Charlie, are you 23? Hey, you're 23 years old. You're a grown man. You doing everything right. You flying. You hopping on a plane. You taking a leap of faith. And it's funny because in Ukraine, um, in some ways people mature earlier, so don't think that you're that young. You We talked today actually with one of my very very best friends. We talked today about age, and we have certain perceptions about age, right? We think, okay, this person is young, person is more mature, but guys, it is so individual. Once again, you put two men together, let's say one is 23, one is 43. It's not necessarily that the one is the 43 is more mature than 23, because the man at 23, he might have been raised right, and he might know where he's going, and he might have a very strong core, and he might be the guy that is responsible and know what he wants. And there could be a guy at 43 that couldn't figure out and blame everybody, and women are bad, and still asking his mom for an advice. uh, you know yes, we presume certain things, but a lot of things are very individual. So do not look at yourself that you are somehow at a disadvantage. You have advantage because you have a lot to offer, and you have energy to do those things, and you have courage, and the world is your oyster. You gotta be excited that you started things early, and you have that extra boost of energy. I mean, boy, there is nothing wrong with that. Heading back to Ukraine in November. Awesome. Guys, any more last minute questions? Because I gotta go. It was very hot here, so I'm about to go and do some things when it's cool enough. I'm gonna show you again my beautiful flowers, guys. I don't know if you can see it or not. I don't know if you can see them, but by the way, another tip on the go. If you want to prepare your home for your special lady, um, one of the things that you can do when she's arriving to see you here in US, you can definitely buy some flower plants, cut flowers. You can decorate your place. You don't have to be, the guru or the person that knows all about, decorations and flowers, but 99% of Ukrainian women love flowers. They bring romance, and they bring the atmosphere and feminine energy. And so, if you're preparing for your lady to see you, to visit you, or she's coming for the K1, don't doubt to put some beautiful fresh cut flowers, plants, any kinds of sweets. So just kind of let that spirit of beauty in your place. And another priceless advice: when you come to meet her in the airport, if she's flying by herself, bring her a beautiful bouquet of flowers, especially if you're feeling it. And I hope you're feeling it. You know, love is not one of those things that you say once and it's done. All these little actions, all these little things, they build. They help to build the one big beautiful things. And women are um, loving details. We love when you put an extra thought. It's, there is nothing like it. Knowing that you love romance too, that it's not just us that need the relationship, it's not just us that enjoy the beauty. If you think about it, guys, how much time women spend on the efforts they put daily, um, it should feel good to acknowledge it and reward them and so on. So guys, I just want to tell you and wish you wonderful time here. While I'm gonna be gone, we'll still keep you updated. We're still gonna go live, still gonna have some calls. And if you want to contact me while I'm in Ukraine, please use my email, consultveronika@gmail.com. I will post it below. I'll try to help you. My consultation service won't be available for a couple of weeks, but then I will be back because I feel that I realize people do need it. As all human beings, I have my doubts sometimes, and then I realize, no, wait, people really ask for it. So um, I also, guys, if you really need help and I cannot talk to you, I can offer you email consult.